Welcome to Cooking with a Teen Librarian. I'm Justin from Harold Washington Library, and I'm going to show you how to cook some really easy but delicious curried chickpeas with cabbage for our vegan Thanksgiving series. To make this recipe, you'll need 30 ounces of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, 15 ounces of tomato paste or a plain tomato sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic. Actually, you know what? Make that 3. Some ground ginger, or you could use a little bit of fresh ginger. And finally, the cabbage. So we're going to start off cutting up our cabbage. I'm just going to cut it in half here. And then I'm going to take one of those halves and then cut that stem off the bottom. Then I'm just going to kind of cut them into bite-sized pieces. It will shrink a little bit as we cook it, so don't worry too much about size. So one of the really great things about cabbage is it's super cheap and you get a lot of it. The problem is you get a lot of it. Like seriously, I'm at 2.5 bowls. Don't worry, we're not using all this cabbage. You can make something else with it. Next up, we're going to cut our garlic. I'm going to cut the ends off each side, peel off the skin, and then mince it as small as possible. All right, I've been putting it off, but it's finally time. We have to cut the onion. So first I'm going to cut each of the ends off, and then I'm going to cut it in half. And a trick I learned is take the half that you're not using, keep the skin on, and put it face down. That'll make it less abrasive towards your eyes. And so to dice my onion, I'm just going to cut down the line, and then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and cut down the line again, and you'll get really nice little bite-sized chunks. I actually worked at a Vietnamese restaurant for 5 months, but I was so slow at chopping vegetables, they just put me on dishwashing the whole time. Not the greatest, but I did learn a trick or two still. We're almost at the cooking stage. Now we just have to open up the cans. Oh, this is tedious to watch. Can we please speed it up or something? So now it's time to start cooking. I'm going to use a big nonstick pan. I'm going to turn the flame up to high, put in a little bit of vegetable oil, just enough to kind of cover the bottom. Once the oil's hot, I'm going to put in my garlic and my onions and stir them around for about 3 to 5 minutes till those onions get nice and soft and shiny. And you're like, you know what? I forgive you for making me cry earlier. Almost. So once those onions are nice and done, we're going to put in the 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder and stir it around just to let the heat kind of unlock the flavor just for about 20 seconds or so. And then we're going to kind of cool it down by adding in the tomato paste. Stir that around, add in your ginger. And then it's time to dump in the chickpeas and the bucket of cabbage. I don't really know how much to put in. I just put some in, stir it around, and then I'm like, oh, look at that, it needs more. And I just throw more in. If it looks like it's getting too dry at all, just add in 1/4 cup of water and that should take care of the issue. I know it is not looking the prettiest, but we're just gonna put this lid on, let it sit on medium-high heat for about 10 minutes, and trust me, it's gonna start looking golden. So it's been about 10 minutes, opening it up. See what I mean? Isn't that beautiful? We're just gonna stir it around. You know what? You can use even a little bit more cabbage. I put in a full bowl, but you know what? Let's throw some more in. It is cheap, and I still have a bowl and a half left. Look at those reds, yellows, oranges. It's so autumnal. The pan's pretty heavy, and I never go to the gym, so I'm using the ladle. Thank you for joining me and learning how to cook curried chickpeas with cabbage. The recipe is in the description below, and for more cooking videos, you can follow our YouTube channel. Oh, that's really good.